Well, hi guys, welcome back to the Kneady Homesteader channel and a Fun Fact Friday video where I usually bring you something that I am like loving and that I use in my kitchen or around my house. And today I'm going to share with you guys something a little bit more personal. As many of you know, and if you're new to my channel, you may not know, I have osteoarthritis and I also have carpal tunnel. So I have a lot of issues with my hands and my hands aching, my hands Charlie horsing, kind of my hands seizing up, and the winter months are extremely brutal for me and my hands. So it is so important for me to keep my hands warm during the winter. I try to do this with wearing, you know, longer sweaters that kind of cover my hands. Many of you like the thumb hole shirts that I buy, but that's mainly just to keep, you know, oh, and I've got a fuzzy. Keep, you know, my hands covered, especially my knuckles and the palm of my hand right here. I get a lot of Charlie horsing here, but my knuckles are usually swell, and sometimes my hands ache so bad I can barely move them. So what helps me is to make sure that my hands are kept warm. Now, I'm a homeschooling mom, and so a lot of what I do down in our homeschool room is on the lower level. And so it can get really cold there. So I try to keep my hands as warm as possible when I'm down there. So the first thing that I want to share with you, now these two items I picked up recently on Amazon. I've had them for a couple weeks. I've been wearing them every day and I am loving them. So I wanted to share them with you for anybody else out there with osteoarthritis in your hands or carpal tunnel. Or just cold hands and you need to keep your hands really warm. So in the house, I found these fingerless gloves, and they are made with, I think it's like 37% cashmere. So they're super soft, but they're long. You can see how long they are. They're really warm, and I am loving these for downstairs when I homeschool. So what I do, now you can put it under your shirt or your sweater. If I'm wearing a bulky sweater, I'll put it underneath, but usually I just put them on just like that. And you can see that they completely cover your finger knuckles as well as your hand knuckles. If you're writing, because I write a lot for homeschool, you know, on either the whiteboard or, you know, I'm grading papers or what have you. If I need to write and I want more finger exposed, all I do is I just tuck this under a little bit. And so I'm still getting the warmth and I'm still able to cover my knuckles, but I have a lot more access to my hands. So I can write on the board. I can, you know, write in my, you know, my grading book, check papers, and I have no problems at all. I am loving these, you guys. So they come in all sorts of colors. I just got the basic black. I just wanted to try them out. But now that I know that I love them so much, I'll probably pick up a second pair just to have on hand. But I am loving these. So if you work in an office or if you have problems keeping your hands warm, this might be a great option for you. The second thing that I found that I have been loving are a pair of really warm mittens. Now, I can't wear gloves. The separation of the gloves usually make my fingers ache really bad. And after a while, they just feel really tight on my hands. That's because my hands swell a lot. So gloves just ache. So I am a mitten girl. I wear mittens, and I know I've talked to many of you who also have osteoarthritis who also wear mittens. So my problem is finding a pair of mittens that are really warm, because usually when you put your hand in them, you know, your fingers are together, and sometimes it's just they're not that warm. I have tried cheap pairs. I have tried expensive pairs like the North Face, and I usually have a hard time finding a really warm pair of mittens. However, found these on Amazon. These cost, I think I paid $23 for them. They don't come in that many colors. I mean, compared to this, I think this comes in like 15 different colors. These only came in, I think, 4 different colors. I think there was a black. These are the brown. I think it came in light gray and dark gray, if I remember correctly. But what sold me on these were 2 things. One, there was a review from a lady who lives here in Michigan, but up in the UP, in the Upper Peninsula. And she said that these were the warmest gloves she's ever owned. Now, if you have ever been to Northern Michigan, that says a lot. So, so that made my ears perk up a little bit. The second thing that sold me on these mittens were the inside is different than anything else I've ever owned. And I'm going to try my best to show this to you guys. I don't know if you can see that, but they're finger holes. So when you put these mittens on, your fingers are separated by this nice layer of fleece. And so they're super warm. So when you put these on, they're actually like gloves within mittens, except the difference is these are super stretchy. So when you put these on and you spread your fingers, like it's not cramping my fingers. There's lots of room, there's lots of space, and they're so warm, they're so comfortable. I am loving these. Like, I don't even feel the air when I go outside. So, which says a lot because I'm in northern lower Michigan. And so I really need something warm when I'm going out collecting chicken eggs or, taking garbage out, whatever it is. I really want something nice and warm. So I am loving this. Now you can roll these down if you want to, have more of a cuff. That's totally up to you. I tend to always want the most coverage as possible, so I wear mine up, but I am loving these gloves, you guys. So, mittens, fingerless gloves. I hope this helps somebody out there who's suffering, and has, achy hands and needs nice, warm gloves, mittens. I hope this helps one of you out. I just checked before I did this video. They're both still in stock. So, so hopefully they'll still be in stock when you go and check them out, if you want to check them out. I'm just sharing with you guys what I love and what has been working for me. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll try my very best to answer them for you. And I'll be seeing you guys soon. All right, bye guys.